Before I start the video, I just want to say, warning, I might be a little more free with my cussing. So just if you're a certain age and you don't like people cussing, this is a warning for that. If your headphones are turned all the way up, make sure you turn them down. It's another warning for that. And if you guys want to see more videos like this, just click the subscribe button. It's free. Let's subscribe. The more you subscribe, the more videos come out, right? But anyways, the reason why I'm talking about this right now is I've seen a lot of buildup in the community on this new system in Legends, specifically PvP, because PvE, that side of Legends has always been a dead side. There's really barely any content in that side, with content in quotations, because it's just free to play units, story mode, grinding. Here's some CC for new players and some players have been playing the game since day one. That's all PvE has been. But PvP has always been the main aspect of Legends. That's the reason why Legends is always a different game from Dokkan Battle, because Legends is always just basically is 90% to 95% of the time you're just playing PvP, doing PvP content. Oh my bad. I just hate to the content. So you're gonna be doing that most of the time. Whereas in Dokkan, you're gonna be fighting AI bots, and you're gonna take your time. You're gonna have, you're relaxing. Well, Legends, of course, you're sweating, stressing out, clicking that freaking button, clicking the strike cards and whatever, doing whatever the fuck is going on. But in this update, they took that authenticity. Is it authenticity? I don't know how to say it. Authenticity of what made Legends, and made it turn into almost like a Dokkan aspect. So for starters, if you guys saw my video when the season reset the first time, I don't know what video it was. I'll probably put it on the screen. I'll probably put like a infographic while the gameplay is going through it. By the way, there's gonna be gameplay while I'm talking over it. Forgot to say this in the video beginning. But the first couple matches, I didn't know this because I was unaware at the time, because I literally stayed off of Twitter. I got home as soon as I got out of work. I recorded the video. Immediately after, I edited it, I posted it, and I went to bed. And then I hear, hey, 90% of those matches that you're playing in the beginning were against bots. I did realize they were against bots in between the video, but I didn't know until the end of the video, and I didn't realize, like, man, I felt like at least a good 3-4 bots, because it was just bad. And then with the new video on the Kid Goku that I showcased yesterday, that being the 6th of September 2023, I fought, I'm not even kidding, 10 bots in the entire video that I had to cut out. Because guess what? I would fight 3 bots to almost 4, and then immediately fight a real player that was running a 14-star Ultra Vegito Blue with Go Frieza. I'm not even kidding. You guys can look at the video. I literally was fighting sweat teams after fighting so many bots. I include the first match, which was a bot, so you guys can know this is what's going on, this is what's happening, and this is what is usually going throughout me editing the video and through the matches, and it's always the same thing. Me going through the matches, and it's just bad, because I'm going through 10 different matches, right? In those 10 different matches, you guys don't see it, right? Like I said, you guys don't see it because I edited it out, but it's just pure bots, bro. Pure bots, and it's annoying because I want to get these showcases as fast as humanly possible as I can. I'm trying to edit videos. I'm trying to do thumbnails. I'm trying to do all this stuff by myself. But when the game doesn't work in a proper way, and I have to fight something that doesn't give content to you guys, it just annoys me more than anything else. And the reason for my annoyance right now, and for me being like this, is because, bro, it's a PvP game, right? This is just like, by the way, this me talking right now, this is literally like 25% of the cake, 25% of the pie that we're going to be talking about the entire fucking video, because that's just a little bit of the taste of what the hell's going on. The rest is just a clusterfuck. This is a little bit, but the rest is going to be even worse. So, the bots, right? You fight. Yesterday, I think it was on Virgil's stream. By the way, Virgil, if you don't know the YouTuber Virgil, he's a very big Dragon Ball Legends YouTuber, 50K subs. He's a very cool guy. Talked to him before. I'm not even kidding. I was in his live stream watching him while I was at work. He literally fought 10 bots in a row. 10 bots in a row. No real person, just 10 bots in a row. 10. And he's like, well, I can't showcase Demon King Piccolo, the new free-to-play one, because it's just impossible to showcase. Because all I'm fighting is bots, and it's just impossible. Like, this is supposed to be SBMM. If you guys don't know what SBMM is, it's called skill-based matchmaking. It basically puts you in a range of MMR, which is like your entire record of the game. Where MMR, it can track the way you play, it tracks your wins, it tracks your losses, it tracks everything like that, right? That's what MMR does. It tracks everything. So with this game having a MMR system like Call of Duty, like Rainbow Six Siege, like Apex Legends, because it does have an MMR after this update, it doesn't belong in this game, right? The reason why those games have MMR is because there is / isn't, but mostly there is some skill involved in the game. There's no RNG involved except for the loot weapons, but most of the time when you shoot the gun, it's your aim, it's your accuracy, it's on you to shoot that gun and for you to be able to do that stuff, right? And of course those games work differently as well, because you actually get pitted against sweats. If you're a sweat, you get pitted against bad people if you're bad people. For example, if you have like a .89 KD on Call of Duty, you're going to be put together with .89 KD players or below that are the same average as you. But once you get out of that range of .89, let's say you go to like 1.0, that's when you start facing the sweats, because for some reason the MMR is just garbage and no one plays the game. And then you're going to be disappointed because you don't want to play these sweats, so you just go back down to play the .89 KD because you can't keep up, right? But in Legends, the issue with Legends is the MMR doesn't work that way, because 90% of the time, even like for me, right? You guys know I've been playing this game since day one. I started making content on the game for like a couple months ago, bits and pieces here and there, but now I've got it full time here and there. It's just, it doesn't work in this game. A gacha game can't have an SBMM matchmaking. It just can't, because you have so many factors to count in of what the fuck is going on. First off, it's a gacha game. Let me repeat it. It's a fucking gacha game. A gacha game. If you guys don't know what gacha game is, it's basically like going to the freaking casino in Vegas, pulling the freaking slots on those machines and getting getting nothing out of it, like 5 out of 10 times, bro. You slot it 10 times, you're probably gonna get rewarded like 3 or 4, maybe jackpot like once in a blue moon, right? But with this game now, right, you would think, oh, it takes skill to play the game. Sidestep, perfect vanish, even though it's an easy manipulated mechanic. Strike cancel, this and that. No, right? Those are basic mechanics that the game even teaches you. That's not the core issue. When a game that requires you to pay money, and I'm gonna say this again, when a game requires you to pay money to compete in the higher echelon of players in the world, to even stand a chance, it is not skill. I'm gonna repeat it again. A game that requires you to spend money to get a broken ass character to compete in the higher echelon of players in the world, it's not skill. Why do you think I compare it to Call of Duty and Apex Legends in the beginning of the video? Because there is no pay to win system in those games. But you can go, hey Special, what about the loot boxes in Apex Legends? Hey Special, what about the item shops? They are only cosmetic items. Everything else depends on what you want to be, and Warzone depends on what your loadout wants to be, depends on how you depends on all the meta stuff, and depends on how your aim and your ability to kill that certain player and eliminate that certain player out of the game is on you, right? It depends on your ability to be able to accurately point your gun to the enemy player and eliminate them out of the game so you can be the last one standing. Same with Apex. Yes, Apex does have a little bit of RNG on what the spawns for certain weapons and attachments are, but they are fixing that over time, and they fix that over time here and there, adding them to a certain loophole where it's guaranteed where you can get them. That way you don't have to struggle to get them back then. So yes, it does have that issue, but it still is basically non-RNG, right? And I'm sorry if I'm comparing it to two shooters, a gacha game, but when you have a skill-based matchmaking system, and I've played games that have skill-based matchmaking systems, I have to compare them, right? I have to compare them. This game is for people that have the biggest wallets. I'm not going to call out anybody here. I don't want to seem like a dick, but I got to do it. I have to do it. For example, if you guys know the YouTuber called Indikuba, he's a very good guy. He's a very great guy, right? He is not the best Legends player in the game. And we all know this. People in the community have said this since day one. People know this, right? He gets carried out by his star count. Because he says himself, I don't like to do most of the mechanics that players do in the top tier echelon PvP because it makes the game boring. So that's on him. I can't say anything about that because that's on him. But at the end of the day, his stars, the fact that he summons on every banner and gets every unit like higher stars, it's what carries him into the carry echelon of the game. Now, is there a question? Well, didn't you say that there's no skill involved? Okay. Prediction is the only skill that you can bet. And at that point, it's a 50-50 of you predicting what the hell the guy's going to do. Because the man can just sandbag middle of the fucking PvP match, and you won't be able to know if he's going to do left, right, center, middle. It's just a 50-50. It's a lot of 50-50s. It's a lot of flip coins. It's a lot of RNG. You don't know what's going to happen. You know if he's going to draw that blue. You don't know if he's going to draw that ultimate. You don't know if he's going to draw that green card. It's a lot of RNG. There's no guarantees, only to specific situations that you are able going to do certain actions, right? Then on top of the fact that it's a gacha game, and the more you spend, the better your account is. For example, you guys seen my account before in videos. You guys know that I have a very good account right now, right? I have a 14-star UVV, a 10-star Grafisa, whatever it is. But I do act like I do play a lot. Like, I do play a lot, and I try to showcase units as much as I can with how much I have obtained of skills in the past year or two. But now with this new update, it doesn't matter, because you guys saw, if you guys compete with the game, 100,000 RP on the Legends ranking, on the PvP ranking system. 100,000 RP. We're in a regular season. What the hell is going on? 100,000 RP. Two players got 100,000 RP. Two players got, right? It's just, what are they doing? And I'm not even getting to the bottom of what's happening. But dude, that's ridiculous. Now, the reason why they have 100k RP is because the bots and the skill-based matchmaking system that doesn't fucking work. So that's the two big issues why they're the 100k RP, because those two things factor in very big. The JP guy right now, apparently I've heard that he's on 3 accounts or whatever. Three people are on one account. He has over 20 some K points right now. That's me checking this video on 8:40 a.m. Almost in the beginning of season. The season started yesterday. He's at 20,000 points on the regular RP season. So, but yeah, the main issue why this happens is because skill-based matchmaking in this game sucks. And it leads to a lot of bots influxing the game. And it leads to a lot of easy games for the players to go through. And it leads to a lot of, wow, he has so much RP. Also, another thing that it changed that looks horrendous, it's the UI. Why in the hell does the UI look so horrible? Bro, it was fine before. I didn't mind the UI at all. I think, but when they changed that UI finally and they made it to the way it was pre this update, it was a perfect UI system. We would know the good games. We would know how much RP. We would know the name. We would know the guild. We would know how many god ranks. We will know everything, right? Every single little bit of information that you need to know about that player that was on that freaking postcard right there when you're fighting them had to be known there. It was there in front of our faces. Now, since the RP and gain and loss is the same freaking... It's the same every time unless you're in a win streak. It doesn't matter. So those games that you're... Those clutch up games that you have to clutch up to fucking get a win because that guy has like 9,000 less RP than you and you know you're going to lose like 80 to 90 RP to not get to god rank. It doesn't matter because you're going to be on a set RP fix to the point that you lose and how much you're going to gain after you win. So you can win 3 matches in a row. It can put you against the fucking bot. And then, I'm not even kidding. I mean, you can use 3 matches in a row. You get put against a bot. Then you go against another bot. Then you go against another bot. You keep winning. Wait. And then there you go. You rank up to the top of the fucking thing. And you have a lot of RP. So, how is this skill-based? It is not. The game cannot be skill-based. There is no skill in an RNG gacha game. This is a phone gacha RNG game. This is no skill involved. If you guys want to play a skillful fighting game that requires skill, go play Tekken. Go play Dragon Ball FighterZ. Although don't wait for the rollback until in 50 fucking years. Go play Street Fighter 6. Right? Go play SoCal. Freaking Honor Night and Birth. Go play fucking Guilty Gear, Strife. Go Grand Blue Fantasy Blue Versus. Bro, all these games that require skill and effort from you yourself and you have more skill than this fucking gacha game. This game is who has the biggest wallets. And at the end of the day, who has the most time in their hands with this update. Before, it mattered who was a little more knowledgeable on the game and a little bit of skill and understanding. But with this new update, it's just nothing. It's just nothing. It's just abysmal. But yeah, that was my rant. I do think that I know they're I'm just very frustrated with this game right now because the last time I ever like got deep into playing it was before this update. Now I barely play it. Yes, I did get God rank this season, but that was because I was close. If I was nowhere near close, I wouldn't have gotten it. Plus, I won the CC as well. But yeah, this game, I don't know what's happening. We just went from one of the best anniversaries in the game's history, right? One of the best. I would say this is probably the 5th anniversary was probably one of the best, probably the best anniversary. I would probably rank it like number 1 or number 2. It's right there for me. And we get out of there, and literally frame 1 after we get out of the anniversary, we're dealing with this BS. Like, come on, Legends team. I know you guys can do better. Don't do 2 steps forwards. I mean, 1 step forward, 3 steps back like you get this update. I know you guys can listen. I mean, I don't know. That guild update hasn't been here since months and years since they announced it. But at the end of the day, I know you guys can do better. You guys always listen to the community. You guys always listen to feedback. You guys are always on the high end of feedback. And this is why people come back to the game and respect you guys for what you do. But with this update right now, you guys have just messed up everything up. And you guys literally have to change back everything. This is not fun, and this is unfun, unenjoyable, and really not even worth touching the game because there's no point anymore. There's no point. Like I can barely record a showcase because it's just bots, and I have to cut out like 90% of the video out, and the video goes from 30-40 minutes to a freaking 10-minute video. Because guess what? Bots. But anyways, I Let me know what you guys think down below about the state of the game. What would you recommend for them to fix? And please don't say any hate towards them. Don't be nuts. Don't be a dick. Don't be annoying. Just tell them an actual fix, because they will listen to us. Eventually, when that survey comes up, make sure you guys fill up that survey like an actual human being and not like a freaking ignorant, dumb fuck filling out a survey. Just make sure you do that, because at the end of the day, we're trying to convey a message here. We're trying to make sure the game is better. If you want to actually put your passion and soul into this game and want to play this game 24/7, then show that you care. Don't be a dick. Just be better, right? But yeah, when that survey comes up, please be good. Please be understandable that they're just doing their job. They're getting led by Akatsuki Bandai, do their job. So it is what it is. But anyways, man, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. See you guys in the next video showcase or whatever it is I'm posting. Let's hope Legends by Festival it's better and we can actually play together, right? And have fun and laughs, right? Check out my socials, and yeah, have a nice day, and you guys take care, man. Peace.